First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX and WIBX950.com.
I want to speak with, this is Luis Roman, local union rep for corrections officers in the area. And I got to tell you, with COVID and what has been going on in the last year and what is happening right now with unemployment benefits, you're seeing a shortage. Everybody's complaining about it, right? A shortage of employees.
Absolutely.
You got to think what corrections officers are going through cannot be easy right now. And he is on the line right now. Luis, good morning. Thank you so much for coming on. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. I want to say hello to Ed as well. He does a great program over there at Crime Stoppers.
Thank you, Luis. Good morning.
So I want to talk to us a little bit about what corrections officers are going through right now, because I'm assuming you're going through the same shortages that everybody else is going through.
Yeah, we're seeing an uptick of people leaving for other jobs. The new officers coming in, we've always had a problem recruiting, but now we're seeing a exodus from the middle, the top, going on and moving on to other jobs because they don't see an end in sight. Yeah.
When you say an end in sight, when you say, what do you mean by that?
So everybody's been working 12, 16-hour days. Mm-hmm. There's a host of mandatory things that we need to do, like Ed would know, what training and all the requirements to be a public servant like we are. Mm-hmm. Being a peace officer, we have to go through so many hours of training a year. And it's really starting to harm these guys. Working 12, 16 hours a day, and they don't have time off with their families. They don't have time off other than just going to work.
And that's mandatory overtime you're talking about, right?
All mandatory. Yeah. They're doing what they can to, minimize when they're going to have to be home or minimize when they're going to have to be at work. But, if they don't pick it, they're going to be doing it either way.
Yeah.
I've got several friends and family members in corrections, and some retired, some active. And, the job is definitely getting tougher, especially when you're not staffed adequately. Yeah. It's a big safety issue.
And that's the next part of this, the safety.
The safety is, paramount. We're in charge of making sure that the incarcerated people have everything that they need, that they're safe. Mm-hmm. And, when other agencies come in, like New Hartford Police Department, for their many petty larcenies that they have to bring into the jail over the years, you always depend on those guys being there and being sharp. Mm-hmm. The guys that work in the jail have a hard job because they're dealing with that incarcerated person for the remainder of their stay, mm-hmm. while the police do an important job in the beginning. They make the arrest and they effectuate that, and then we take it from there. And we're in it for the long haul. Yeah.
And it's important that when the individual is brought up to the facility that they are thoroughly cleared. And I mean searched, and
so
to be sure that there's nothing concealed.
They don't have
exactly.
Drugs,
of course, they go through it again when they get to the facility. They're going to also, of course, be searched.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a good set of fresh eyes when anything's going on.
Yeah. And Luis, I can't imagine what it was like over the last year and a half.
We made it there every day, and we've had a lot of people that have been quarantined for exposure or contact tracing, mm-hmm. and then that results in officers doing 12 to 16-hour days. Some of these new guys that are coming off training, they haven't seen an 8-hour day since they were off of training.
Wow.
So you start a new job, and you're going to a job, and you see 12 and 16s every day. The only time they get off is their days off, their scheduled days off.
And I'm assuming the money aspect of this is really good, but it just gets to the point where what are you making money for when you don't have enough time to enjoy it?
Yeah, I was listening to your segment earlier. I would love to go to a Thursday movie series, but I couldn't be able to get two people together to go with me.
Wow.
because they're going to be working overtime. Last Thursday, there was 15 needed for overtime.
Wow. So what's the answer here? Will we be in a better place when these unemployment numbers, when they bring back this extra unemployment money that's being given out?
I'll give credit where credit's due. I think that they're doing a job of recruitment. I think now we are at retention of our senior officers. I think that's an issue. I've been telling everybody that we really should be looking at a retention bonus. This American Rescue Plan has come in. The county has the money to use.
Yeah.
Right now, we've made steps as a group in the union to help the bottom, bring new people in, and I think that's effective.
Yeah.
But now we have a wage compression issue, which the bottom comes up, and the top says, "Hey, I've been coming to work all this time. What about me?"
Right.
Maintain your experience is what you're looking to do.
Yep.
Yeah, we really need to maintain the 10, 12 year officer that, might be going over to the Fed job at the base or making the decision just to leave law enforcement altogether, rather go work at a factory or a plant just to get away from the overtime. We have 53,000 hours of overtime since the beginning of the year. That's the equivalent of 47 officers.
Wow. That's got to be not cost effective for the state, right? Or for the county and for these jurisdictions. It's got to be, overtime usually costs a lot more. I'm assuming it does here as well.
It's actually more cost effective to run the overtime.
Okay.
Because they don't have to worry about the benefits.
Right.
Think about giving a benefits package to 47 officers.
Good point.
You don't have all that cost. You're not providing time off for those 47 officers. You're just having the officers that you have work all that overtime. It's a win-win. And we are a revenue generator. We board in inmates from other jurisdictions, and we generate revenue. We are one of the few county departments that generate revenue. And it's always a topic at the legislator meetings how's the revenue? How is the revenue? We want to know. Is the feds boarding in? Are other counties dropping off inmates for your guys to watch? If we're a revenue generator, something's got to come back towards us.
Yeah. All right. I feel like it's to the point now where it's just these people are being run ragged, where it makes it difficult for them to continue to do their job well, but also it makes them feel like I don't want to do this job anymore. Yeah.
We have the centralized arraignment court that has changed the way we do things, the requirements of each officer on the road and in the jail. And, we have a security guard that works for the county, a special patrol officer that's making $26, $27 an hour sitting in a empty lobby at the jail tonight because they're running cap court, centralized arraignment court. But he doesn't have a function because there's no officers coming in. The officers are coming into the back door where the police officers usually would come, and my members are the ones dealing with the police officers and those people coming in, while there's a security guard that the county has employed. Effectively, the state is paying for because it's part of unified court. But this is a $27 an hour guy sitting in an empty lobby while my officers are doing all the work.